Hi, good morning everyone. This is Trina here to discuss about noise level from different sources, noise intensity, noise pressure, and some solved problems. So in my personal information, I have given my mobile number and email ID. So if you have any doubt regarding this lecture, so you can communicate with me. And the most important part, that is the course page, I have uploaded here all my study materials, different types of questions, semester questions, and solve problems. So first of all, you have to join with this code given here, and then you can access all the study materials. This subject is environmental science, and the subject code MC301 for odd semester, MC401 for even semester. This course is for undergraduate BTech level, and the streams are CSE, IT, Civil, Mechanical, and BME. And about the course objective and outcome, the students will be able to understand the natural environment and its relationship with human activities. They will be able to apply the fundamental knowledge of science and engineering to assess environmental and health risk. They will be able to understand environmental laws and regulations to develop guidelines and procedures for health and safety issues. They will be able to solve scientific problem solving related to air, water, noise, and land pollution. So our graduates will take the responsibility to protect our Mother Earth. They will acquire skills for scientific problem solving related to air, water, noise, and land. Now the entire syllabus is given here. For the general part, that is 6 lectures. For the air pollution, that is 7 lectures. For water pollution, that is also 7 lectures. For land pollution, 2 lectures. For noise pollution, 2 lectures. In my last class regarding the noise pollution, I have already discussed the definition of noise, effect of noise pollution on human health, the classification of noise, and noise pollution control. So 5.1 and 5.4 already covered. So this part already covered, the 5.1 and 5.4. These two in my last lecture. And today I will tell about five point two and 5.3. So 5.2, what is it? That is the average noise level of some common noise sources. And 5.3, that is the definition of noise frequency, noise pressure, noise intensity, noise threshold limit value, equivalent noise level, L10 or 18 hours index. So this part today I am going to tell about. So at the last of this syllabus, the reference books are given. These books are available in the library. So you can also study this material also. Here I have given the entire lecture plan, lesson plan. That means each day in each lecture, which topics will be covered. So our part is the module 5. Here you can see it is the average noise level of common noise sources. this one. And the definition of noise frequency, noise pressure, noise intensity, noise threshold limit value, equivalent noise level L10, and also the corresponding problem. So first you tell what you have learned in the last lecture. Not all, only tell what is the noise pollution. This is the chapter of noise pollution. So what is the noise and what is noise pollution? So noise is an unwanted, irregular, unpleasant and annoying sound. It is sound with no musical quality. That is called noise. And when this noise is dumped into our environment and create the harmful effects on us, different types of physiological problem it creates. Like say it affects our kidney, brain, lungs, everything, hearts, everything. So this is called noise pollution. So what is noise pollution? When the noise dumped into our environment and creates harmful effect on us, that is called noise pollution. So we must know the different sources and its noise level. Basically, noise level are measured by unit that is called decibel. So here, like the painful and dangerous, I have given some noise level. Use hearing protection or avoid. What is it? Like fireworks, gunshots, gunshots, custom car stereos at full volume. It is how much decibel? 140 decibel. So it is very much dangerous. Next is jackhammers, ambulances. It is 130 decibel. And if we are going from the upper limit to the lower limit, so it is uncomfortable, like 120 decibel. Jet planes, during its takeoff, it creates this much noise. Concerts, any genre of music, car horns, sporting events, this creates 110 decibel of noise level. Snowmobiles, MP3 players, that creates 100 decibel noise level. Then there are other sources also, like say power tools, blenders, hair dryers. This creates 90 decibel of noise level. So this is very loud. We will categorize that is very loud. Next is loud, like alarm clocks. Alarm clock create what is the, it is very common to all. So you must have the curiosity that what is the noise level of alarm clock or many common things. So it is 80 decibel of noise level. Traffic vacuums, that is 70 decibel of noise level. And the moderate noise, this is the normal conversation, that is 60 decibel of noise level. Dishwasher also 60 decibel of noise level. Moderate rainfall, that is 50 decibel of noise level. This is not much harmful. Soft like quiet library. There is pin drop silence like this. So this is 40 decibel of noise level. And whisper, we do whispering to whisper to friends, that is 30 decibel of noise level. Leaves rustling, that is faint, 20 decibel of noise level. This is very comfortable. So there are not only these, there are lots of sources. Lots of sources are given here, like the 0 is the softest sound a person can hear with normal hearing, 10 normal breathing, 20 like whispering at 5 feet, 30, all the unit is decibel. Okay, so the 30, that is a soft whisper, and 50 rainfall, 60 normal conversation, 110 shouting in air, 120 thundering. There are lots of, like for refrigerator it is 50 decibel, and electric toothbrush, that is 50 to 60 decibel, and air conditioner also create noise, that is 50 to 75 decibel. Washing machine, these are the household items we keep in our home, that also create the noise pollution. So washing machine, that is the 50 to 75 decibel, that is not much. Coffee percolator, that is 55 decibel. Dishwasher also 55 to 70 decibel. And in the workplace, so these are the home, and in the workplace, like quiet office or library, that is 40 decibel, and the large office 50 decibel. Power lawn mower, that is the 65 to 95 decibel. Manual machine, that is 80 decibel. Hand saw, that is 85 decibel. Tractor, that is 90 decibel. Subway, so it is increasing 90 to 115 decibel. 95, that is electric drill. Factory machinery, 100 decibel. For recreation, say quiet residential area, that is 40 decibel. Freeway traffic, that is 70 decibel. Heavy traffic, that is 85 decibel. Truck or shouted conversation, 90 decibel. Motorcycle, 95 to 110 decibel. Snowmobile, that is the 100 decibel. Disco, that is 110 decibel. And busy video arcade, that is 110 decibel. So you have got lots of example, and also you can think that what is the sound of these things. Many common parts that is given here, mostly given here. Still you don't get, or you, if you want to know, you will just search in the Google and you will get it. So here, what is the, I am telling the last, I am not doing the reading for all these things. You can have your study material and go through this. Like say the baby crying. Baby crying, what is the sound noise level? That is 110 decibel. Jet engine, that is 150 decibel. Rifle, that is 163 decibel. So you have got lots of example, and almost all example you have got, which is used, the material used in our home and in the workplaces, and we use in the recreation purpose. Okay, so what is the purpose? Why we should know this the level, noise level of all the sources? Because we know that up to certain limit there is no harmful effect, but if it crosses the limit, then it will have the harmful effect, that is called noise pollution. So the physiological and physical effects of knowledge it has, like say 65 decibel, that is the 65 decibel, that is harmful or not? That is not much harmful. That is the heard at a distance of 1 meter. Like two people are conversing with each other, like you, two friends, two students are doing their conversation, and their distance is like 1 meter. So simple normal conversation, that is 65 decibel. And when it reaches like 80 decibel, it becomes annoying. And 110 decibel, this is discomforting. 135 decibel, that is painful. And 150 decibel, that significant, it creates the significant change in pulse rate. 160 decibel, that create the minor damage of hearing. 190 decibel, that creates major damage in a short time. Okay, so you got that why it is very important to know that the noise level of different sources, because how much we can tolerate and which one is the harmful for us. So there is the noise threshold limit values. It is the standard values. So what is the values? That is the duration per day. And this column contains the sound level, that is in the dBA unit, decibel unit in a scale. So here 6, what does it mean? For the first line, what you understand with the first line. So here 16, it is the duration. That means in one day, we can hear 80 decibel noise for 16 hours. If we hear more than 16 hours, that is harmful for us. That is the maximum limit value. If say we take 100 decibel noise level, that means 100 decibel noise level we can hear for 1 hour. More than that, that is harmful for us. And similar way, 115 decibel noise level we can hear for 1/8 hour per 1 day. More than that is harmful for us. So this is the limit, maximum limit which we can tolerate. Above this, it will be harmful for us. So you have understood the different sources, noise level of different sources and the importance of all these things. Now, you have to know few of the units and then you can solve the problem. So the sound intensity, that is defined as the power carried by sound waves per unit area in a direction perpendicular to that area. The SI unit of intensity, which includes sound intensity, is the watt per square meter. And what is frequency? Frequency, the number of waves passing through a point in 1 second or number of oscillations per second is called frequency. So its SI unit is hertz or cycles per second. And what is pressure? Pressure, you know, that is the force per unit area. Thus the second waves creating pressure on the medium through which it propagates is measured in Newton per meter square. And the unit of noise level, another unit you have learned here, that is the noise level. Unit of noise level is decibel. And you have learned that sound intensity from 0 to 100 dB is considered to be pleasant, but when it is increasing gradually, it creates like discomfort, then it is painful and it makes the harmful effect in our body parts. Now you have noticed, if you noticed carefully, then you have seen that I have used dBA. See here, the unit is the sound level, that is dBA. And before also I have used dBA. So what is dBA? So dBA, that is the decibel but measured in the A scale. So there is 3 scale, A, B and C. So basically the noise level in decibel is measured with an instrument called sound level meter. It consists of 3 internationally accepted weighting networks. One is A, another B, another C. So these are internationally accepted networks. Now the noise level measured with network A, that is called dBA. And why we take the A? In this scale, the frequencies to which human beings are more sensitive are given more weightage in assessment of effects on human hearing. Okay, that is in this scale, in A scale, we give the more weightage to the human hearing. That is why we mostly use dBA. Now, what is the mathematical expression of decibel? So decibel, it is the ratio expressed in terms of logarithmic scale and is mathematically given as decibel dB is equal to 10 log 10 I divided by I0. Okay, this is very important. This one is very important. And it will be required, this formula will be required to solve problems. So I means measured intensity, I0 means reference intensity. So now, if you know the measured intensity, you can calculate decibel, the noise level. If you know the decibel, the noise level is given for any noise, any sound, then you can measure the measured intensity, you can calculate the intensity. And the reference intensity. What is the reference intensity? So how we take this? So for this one, we take the minimum level of intensity which just audible to human hearing. So for the frequency you have learned, there is a certain range, like say 20 Hertz to 20,000 Hertz. So 20 Hertz to 20,000 Hertz, in this frequency range, human can hear. If it is the frequency range is less than 20 Hertz, human cannot hear. If it is more than 20 Hertz, then also human cannot hear. So, similar way, the intensity, it is also have some ranges. Look here, the ranges is around 1 into 10 to the power minus 12 watt per meter square to 1000 watt per meter square. So this one is the intensity range in which human can hear. So now we take the lower limit, that is 1 into 10 to the power minus 12 as our I0, the reference intensity. This level is just audible to human being. So you have understood the expression of decibel. So now I will give one problem to solve. Calculate the intensity of 100 dB sounds. So which part is given and which part you need to calculate? So decibel is given 100 and you have to calculate the intensity. And reference intensity I have already told, that is 1 into 10 to the power minus 12 watt per meter square. So you put the formula that dB is equal to 10 log I by I0, that is the formula, and the dB is given, that is 100. So here you can put the 100. Okay, this is the formula and reference intensity given. Now you put 100 instead dB and 10 log I by I0. I0 value is 1 into 10 to the power minus 12 watt per meter square. Just put here, you will get I. Just calculate and you will get the value of intensity. So the intensity is I is equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 2 watt per meter square. So in this way, we can calculate intensity. If the intensity is given, we can calculate the noise level. Okay, it is very simple. So you have learned the decibel unit and the dBA scale, which we give the more importance about the human hearing. But this dBA has some drawbacks also. In case of dBA, although it is a characteristics of human ear capacity, it does not take account of peak noise level, during of noise and its quality. Therefore, other scales of measurement of noise is used. As for example, L10 or 18 hours index. So L10 or 18 hours index. So it is the arithmetic average hourly values. It is the arithmetic average hourly values of noise level exceeded for the 10% time over 18 hours between 6 to 24 hours on any normal weekday. So at the morning 6 a.m. to night 12, what will be that? That means from the 6 a.m. we have to count that up to the 24 hours. That will be in total the 18 hours. Just subtract the 24 minus 6. Then the duration is 18 hours. And we are starting from 6 a.m. and it ends at the 18, that means 12 at night. So the total duration is 18 hours. So it is the arithmetic average. Arithmetic average, you know that if we take, that means for 2 hours, say for the 2 hours the noise level is 80 decibel. For next 3 hours, say the noise level is 85 decibel. So what will be the arithmetic average? That will be 2 into 80 plus 3 into 85 divided by 5. That is the arithmetic average. So the which exceeds the 10% of the permissible limit. So there is a permissible limit, and which exceeds this value 10%, we take this type of noise level into consideration and we calculate the arithmetic average. This is called L10 or 18 hours index. 18 hours, you have understood how we get the 18 hours. That means we start from the 6 a.m. and it ends at the 12th night. Next is equivalent noise level, LEQ. This is the weight average. Weight average of the sound level over time of measurement and is represented as LEQ and given in dBA unit. Okay, so LEQ, that is the weighted average. L10, this is the arithmetic average. LEQ is the weighted average. That means for some noise level, we give more weightage, which is more harmful. We give more weightage to this type of noise level and we calculate the weighted average. So the L10, this scale is used to measure the road noise in UK. And LEQ is used for measurement of noise level in industrial, traffic, as well as residential areas. So you have learned to different measurement index for the noise level. So next is noise threshold limit value. So what is noise threshold limit value? That is the maximum limit above which it is harmful for us. That is called noise threshold limit values. So already you have seen a table. Here is also this same table. That is the 16 hours. For the 16 hours in a day, the 80 decibel noise level is tolerable. 85 decibel noise level is tolerable for how much? 85 decibel noise level is tolerable for 8 hours. 95 decibel noise level is tolerable for 2 hours. 105 decibel noise level is tolerable for half an hour. So in this way, we can say that what is the maximum threshold limit value for different noise level. But say in a one day, we are not listening only one type of noise. Say we are moving by bus, train, then we are going to a industry, there is like industrial noise, and then during the coming back, we are listening another type of noise, say the stereo, etc. So in one day, we are exposed to different types of noise level. So how we can measure, in this case, how we can measure the maximum threshold limit value? So here the given formula, that is the sum of C1 by T1 plus C2 by T2 plus C3 by T3 plus C4 by T4. In this way, Cn by Tn. So this is the number of noise level. We have to sum of all these things. If the total, the sum exceeds the unity, if the sum is greater than 1, exceeds unity, if this is greater than 1, then we can say it exceeds the maximum threshold limit value. If it is less than 1, then it does not exceed maximum threshold value. That means it is under limit. And what is Cn? Cn indicates the total duration of exposure permitted at that level, and Tn indicates the total duration of exposure permitted at that level. Okay, so let's do a problem, then you can understand better. So it is given here in a work area, the noise level are read as 100 dBA for 3 hours a day, 85 dBA for 2 hours a day, 80 dBA for remaining 3 hours a day. So we have taken the 8 hours, 8 working hours. Then noise level, it is 100, and measured hours, that is 3. So we are making a table for this, and for the 80 dBA, the measured hours, that is 3. Okay, and the permissible limit also given here, that is for 100 dBA 1, that is a permissible limit. For 85 dBA, that is 8 hours. For 80 dBA, that is 16 hours. And you also can get it from this chart. This chart, remembering this chart is also very easy. Like you increase the decibel by 5, like 80, then 85, then 90. And this is 16, so divide it by 2. Gradually you will get 8, then 4, then 2, then 1, half, in this way. Okay, now what was our formula? That is the C1 divided by T1. C1 divided by T1. C1 or Cn indicates the total duration of exposure, and T1 indicates the total duration of permissible limit. So for the first case, 3 is the total duration of exposure, 1 is the permissible limit, 2 is total duration of the exposure, 8 is the permissible limit. For 100 dBA, that is the exposure, that is 3 hours, and permissible hour, that is 1 hour. Exposed duration 2 hours and permissible 8 hours. Exposed duration 3 hours and permissible, that is 16 hours. So now put in the equation 3 by 1 plus 2 by 8 plus 3 by 16. That means C1 by T1, C2 by T2 and C3 by T3. And total we are getting ultimately 3 and 7 by 16. That is greater than 1. So we can say that it increases the permissible limit. It increases the maximum threshold limit. So now what you have learned today, if I summarize, you have learned number 1 that different sources, the noise level of different sources, the common sources. And number 2, you have learned that what is the physiological effect if it exceeds the limit, and the standard table of the maximum threshold limit you have learned. And then you have solved the problem with the mathematical expression of decibel. You have learned the mathematical expression of decibel with intensity, and you have solved the problem. You have calculated the maximum threshold limit value, not only for single type of noise. You have learned to measure for the multiple noise exposure. And the short answer type question is given. I hope that you can answer, like define dBA. So it is given that it is the decibel. Decibel is the unit of noise level when it is measured in the A scale, that is called dBA. And A scale, you know, that is mostly it gives the importance to human hearing. And next question is write down its mathematical expression. So you have to write that dB is equal to 10 log 10 I divided by I0. I is measured intensity, I0 is reference intensity. What do you mean by L10 and LEQ? So L10 and LEQ, different index, you have learned that L10 is measured for 18 hours from morning 6 AM to the 12 at night. And we take the arithmetic average for the noise which exceeds the 10% of the permissible limit. And LEQ, we take the weighted average. And the different purpose we use, you also discuss this part. And the 10 dB is how much louder than 90 dB. So this is a problem. So you have to use this equation, and this is your homework. So you will use this equation. Okay, this is very important equation. I have shown you this equation you have to use. So you write it for number 1, that for 10 dBA, and next is it is given for 90 dBA. Okay, 100 dBA, sorry, not 10 dBA, 100 dBA, you will write that 10 log 10 I1 divided by I100, or you can write I100 divided by I0. Then for 90 is equal to 90 dB is equal to log 10, 10 log 10, I90 divided by I0. Then divide 100 dB divided by 90 dB. Then you will get how much 100 dB is how much louder than 90 dB. Okay. Next question is define noise threshold limit value. So this is the maximum limit, maximum permissible limit at which it is not harmful for us. The noise is not harmful for us. That is called maximum noise threshold limit value. And then there is a problem. In a work area, the noise level are read as 100 dBA for 3 hours a day, 85 dBA for 2 hours a day, 80 dBA for remaining 3 hours a day. Conclude whether the noise level exceeds threshold limit value or not. So it is the already solved problem. This problem is already solved. If the numbers are different, like say instead of 100 dBA, we tell that 115 dBA. So you can solve the problem in same way. Okay. So I hope that you have understood very well. You have enjoyed my class. And if you have any doubt, you can communicate with my contacts in my mobile number or email ID. And so today, for now, I'm ending my session. Thank you all.